Anxiety and control go hand in hand, and many people with anxiety beat themselves up because they think that they're bad people for wanting to try and control everything. You know, people will tell them, oh, you should just be more relaxed, when this is exactly what somebody who's anxious's head can't do. So somebody who's anxious, their head is trying to keep them safe and protected. And how they do that, and how the mind does that, is by constantly predicting the future. Even if you're somebody who's not anxious, your mind does exactly the same. Everybody's mind is a fortune teller. It's constantly out there trying to predict what's going to happen next, and it uses your past as a compass, as a guide, to try and tell it where it is that might happen. So if you've got anxiety in your past, and the bigger the anxiety, the more your mind will predict it in your future, then in order to keep you safe, to keep you alive, to keep you well, to keep you warm, then your brain is going to start trying to control every single factor that it can. It doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It doesn't mean that you're trying to hurt anybody, but it does mean that you need to deal with the anxiety that's causing it, because actually your want for control is probably causing you more anxiety. And for one simple reason, because the world doesn't give a shit about your want for control. And the world is a random place full of things that could happen from anywhere. You might think that you've controlled your job, and then something changes, and the next thing somebody's talking about redundancies. You think you control your relationship, but the next thing you know, you're having an argument over spaghetti. So what's the solution to this? Is it just to let go of control? Not really, although yes, ultimately, but you'll probably need therapy to be able to do that. But in the short term, you can start to ask yourself what you can truly control. And once you start trying to control that, you might start to feel at least a little safer. It's probably not going to take your anxiety away completely, but at least it might bring it down a little bit, because you're not trying to control things that are quite simply uncontrollable. If you're somebody that experiences anxiety and you want to learn more about how to manage it, please hit follow on the page. Not only does it mean that you'll get content as soon as it's released, but also it will help other people who are experiencing anxiety learn a little bit about how to manage their minds too.